Hi guys, Mr. Johnny here. In this video I will perform a repair on a device that I already performed the repair on, and that is this thing. I don't know a correct term to call it actually. I call it currency detector. Basically what this is, it is a source of UV light, soft band UV light, not a quartz lamp kind of UV light that will kill you. That thing nukes the place, kills the bacteria in the vicinity. This is whole another story. It has a small little BLB blacklight bulb that is just a fluorescent tube that emits soft band UV light, which is used to to check is the money genuine or not. Because on the money there are some coatings which fluoresce, which emit visible light when you put UV on them. So how do I test it without even taking it apart? In a previous video, which is old video, I don't remember when I did it, but I remember that I called it random repair currency detector, something like that. Look it up if you want. So I have a meter here and I have my watt meter. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna power it up. From the watt meter and see if there is any consumption or not. I'm gonna use the sensitive range here, which has an output of 10 millivolts per 1 watt. So in order to get watts on here, you need to shift the decimal point one place to the left, right here, after the first zero. So when I'm gonna plug it in, the thing is turned on here, as you can see, off, on. I'm gonna flip it this way so you will see that it doesn't light up. Sensitive range. We have 0.2 watts of consumption, and the the tube is not lighting up. So what that tells me? Most likely this thing has a bad tube. Bad tube is this is just like ordinary classic long regular fluorescent tubes. It has a filament right here and right here on both ends. Those are the heaters, because this kind of fluorescent tube is a hot cathode fluorescent tube. It's not a CCFL, not a cold cathode fluorescent lamp. This one requires you to heat up the cathodes, both terminals, both things inside the tube is called cathodes, because it's operated on AC. It doesn't matter, polarity doesn't matter here. More of it, you should not run this kind of stuff, these tubes, on any fluorescent tube for that matter, on a DC. That will make the mercury migrate and will screw them up. Actually, the first complaint about the original complaint about this device is that it used a multiplier, a quadrupler. So basically what it did is it took the mains voltage, it quadrupled it, and it treated this hot cathode fluorescent lamp as a cold cathode fluorescent lamp. That caused excessive sputtering. It sputtered electrodes, cathodes, the filaments inside are the cathodes. It sputtered them so much that they broke apart, broke open, and the thing stopped working. So then I went and put a little ballast from a small CFL bulb, and it worked since then. You can look up the date on that video, because I uploaded that video within 2 or 3 days from the actual repair. And I got this thing today, on 21st of July. So let me take it apart and we shall see. By the way, you can see that I went an extra mile and just put some paint marker on there so I can see did somebody muck around with it or not. Because right now it looks good. As you can see, it's not damaged. But when I'm gonna open it up, I'm gonna just twist it like that and twist it like that. You can see how can tell that somebody's been there. Okay, screws taken out. We flip it open and we see, holy Schmidt. Oh my god. I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not take this in apart off camera. That's holy Schmidt indeed. Oof. I think I do not need an ESR meter to check this capacitor. Let me show you what I'm talking about in this weird ass voice. This is electrolytic. It might be charged, but whatever. Look at that. This, looking through camera, is not very comfortable, but you can see that this rubber should not be pushed out like that. That means that this capacitor vented, but vented in the wrong way. It blew its bottom off, like it ate some very nasty burritos. Usually it is the top which is blown out, but no, this one has blown its ass off. It's very nasty. And I can guarantee you, when I put it in, it was alright. So actually, maybe what I just said is a complete BS. Maybe the tube is intact. Let me check it, because I might be a complete moron here. You just twist it and you take it apart. Take it out. Do not take the tube apart, it contains mercury. This contains mercury, not mercury vapor. And that is why it takes them so long to warm up and reach their maximum brightness. Because mercury is there to increase the efficiency, to increase the brightness that it puts out, increase the luminance of the tube. So what I do here, take my multimeter, hopefully you can see it. If it's, of course it's not focused. Okay, so I take the tube. You can see some markings on it. As you can see, it's a 4-watt tube. Expected life expectancy is 8,000 hours. Let's see the filaments. Let's check the filaments. There should be continuity between those two pins and those two on each end. Not like that. Between the pins on each end. Straight away we don't have continuity here. We're gonna see a few ohms here. Should see. So 200 ohm range is perfectly fine. We don't have nothing here. We flip it over. Check here. Usually it is, yeah, it is just one of the filaments which is popped. This one is okay, this one is fried. So yeah, this tube is indeed shut. Oh well. So, come on, stop making noise. So this capacitor is not the only problem. Focus! This capacitor is really nasty. Let me take this shebang out fully, because obviously this thing ain't gonna work. And I told them right when I did the previous repair that there is a better way to do it. You can use semiconductors, LEDs, to create the UV light and do the same thing. It will outlast these tubes in no time. That's the wrong way to say it. It will outlast these tubes easily. And I think I will do it the LED way. Because before before I made this modification, which served for, I don't know, I don't really remember when I made that video. I think it's a year back or something like that. This tube lasted a year with this ballast. And with the original ballast, which consisted of that stupid ass quadrupler, the tubes lasted for, I don't know, for like some ridiculous amount of time, like 3 weeks, a month, tops. And these tubes are quite expensive. You can buy like 25mm UV LEDs for the price of this one, or 25, depends where you buy it. So LEDs are quite a viable option. And what I'm gonna use to power those, a capacitive dropper, because that's the simplest way to do it. The thing is plastic. If I'm gonna mount all the harmful galvanically not isolated stuff inside so nobody can touch it. The LEDs are gonna stick through this. I'm gonna drill some holes here in this plastic piece. They're gonna stick this way. The capacitive dropper is gonna be right here. I will go and shut this grill closed so no dust goes in, no stuff can fall in and cause some harm. And nobody can poke a screwdriver there and get zapped. Because the people are idiots, you know. You should expect everything. So that's that. Right now I don't have those LEDs, so yeah, I'm gonna call it quits for this part. I don't know how to do it actually. Should I, the stupid fly, should I make it a two-parter, or should I just wait till for the LEDs to arrive and then finish this video off? Let me check how long it is. 12 minutes! Jesus Christ! Johnny is a king of babble indeed. So yeah, I'm gonna call it quits for this part. In the next part you will see me installing a capacitive dropper. Here, like 10 or 20 LEDs right here. And the thing is gonna be good for, I hope, ages. Okay, I told you I'm gonna take it apart, but I did not. So I took it apart and goddamn screw. And inside I see this Stone Age markings which say Ace of May 2015? Was that 2 years ago? Wow. Number 1. I guess that's a 2. But yeah, both dates go back to 2015. So this damn thing has been operating just fine for that amount of time. Just yank it out. So you can see how screwed up that capacitor is. It has blown its ass off. Well, not completely off, but out a little bit. And look at this. Look how dirty the circuit board is. Get the hell out of here! It's not a window, you stupid insect. You can see how dirty the PCB is. That's why I'm saying that I'm gonna block off this grill. It has no purpose anymore, since I'm gonna put an LED there and those things won't get warm at all. I'm gonna underdrive them. They're gonna last and last and last and last. The freaking thing the freaking place is gonna be closed for ages, and the thing is gonna be still operating. So that's it. Thanks for watching. See ya.